Welcome students. So in today's lecture we shall be starting with the biosynthesis of catecholamines. So the name catechol refers to the dihydroxylated phenyl ring. We can say that the word catechol, it symbolizes the dihydroxylated phenyl ring. The amine derivatives of catechols are known as catecholamines. So these will be the amine derivative, and its amine derivatives are known as catecholamines. So first of all, let us draw the structure for catechol. So it is a dihydroxylated phenyl ring. So two OH groups will be present here. You can see this is the structure for catechol. The tyrosine is a precursor for synthesis of this. So tyrosine is precursor for synthesis of the catecholamines, namely the dopamine, a very important neurotransmitter. Then comes the norepinephrine, also known as noradrenaline, and the epinephrine or adrenaline. So these are some of the important and most commonly known catecholamines. The conversion of tyrosine to catecholamine occurs in the adrenal medulla and the central nervous system involving the various reactions. So their site of formation is either the adrenal medulla and central nervous system. So in this there is a conversion of tyrosine to catecholamines. So how these reactions occur? Let us first of all draw the structure for tyrosine. So we all know that tyrosine is a phenyl containing amino acid. So let us first draw its structure. A phenyl ring. Then comes the carbon skeleton of amino acid and the amine group. So this is the structure for tyrosine. Now tyrosine, in presence of hydroxylase enzyme, the attachment of an OH group occurs, leading to the formation of a dihydroxylated phenyl ring or a catechol ring. This occurs in the presence of a coenzyme known as bioterin. So now let us first of all write the name of the enzyme involved. It is tyrosine hydroxylase. And also the H4 bioterin is converted into H2 bioterin. And this leads to formation of DOPA, also known as dihydroxyphenylalanine. So the only change is the formation of the catechol ring in this. So we all know the structure of tyrosine. So here is an attachment of one OH leading to formation of DOPA or dihydroxyphenylalanine. So this acts as a precursor for synthesis of dopamine. So now dopamine will be formed from this. In the presence of enzyme decarboxylase, it leads to formation of dopamine. So it is this reaction is a PLP dependent decarboxylation. So we all know that PLP is the pyridoxal phosphate that acts as a coenzyme, and this is a decarboxylation reaction. So a carbon dioxide will be removed out. So the structure of dopamine is now two OH groups. So students, this terminal carboxyl group will be removed, leading to formation of dopamine. So this is a very important neurotransmitter, dopamine. Next, from the dopamine, there is the formation of noradrenaline or norepinephrine, another catecholamines in presence of dopamine beta hydroxylase enzyme. So the name of enzyme is dopamine beta hydroxylase. This reaction also undergoes hydroxylation, and ascorbate molecule is acting as a coenzyme. So ascorbate is leading to formation of dehydroascorbate. And this is the structure. Now I will be drawing the structure of norepinephrine. So what will be the changes, you can easily understand. So we all are familiar that two OH groups will be here. So one additional OH group will be present here, and this is the structure for norepinephrine. This is the structure for norepinephrine, and from the norepinephrine, last catecholamine is formed, that is known as epinephrine or adrenaline. So this occurs in the transmethylation, through the transmethylation process, in which a methyl group is added or transferred from a coenzyme known as S-adenosylmethionine. So the name of the enzyme is first the phenylethanolamine N-methyl transferase. So students, don't get confused, but try to remember these names because they are quite specific. Phenylethanolamine N-methyl transferase. So this is the name of the enzyme, and the coenzyme, that is S-adenosylmethionine, having an extra methyl group. This is converted to S-adenosyl homocysteine. And ultimately there is a formation of epinephrine by transfer of a methyl group to the nitrogen terminal end of norepinephrine. So now let us draw the structure of norepinephrine first, and then we can see how and where the transfer of the methyl group occurs. So students, this is the structure for norepinephrine, and the methylation occurs at this point, leading to formation of epinephrine or adrenaline. So you can see here that epinephrine is formed. So I hope now the synthesis of catecholamines is clear to you now. We are using tyrosine as a precursor, and it leads to formation of dopa, then to the dopamine, then norepinephrine, and finally epinephrine or adrenaline.